So you have a house where the basement has some issues and you want to sell. What should you do? Well, I get asked this question a lot, believe it or not, from sellers, and here's the advice I give them. It is best to repair the basement. Sometimes you might just have a vertical crack that needs an epoxy injection, and other times you need far more. But it's best to repair the basement if at all possible so that you have documentation from a professional to pass along to that buyer. It's great if you have a lifetime transferable warranty. Sometimes the warranties only transfer one time, or sometimes they're not transferable. So just understand what you have if you go ahead and have that basement repair made so that you can properly inform a buyer. So it's always best to have it repaired. But what if you can't? Well, you can sell the house as is, but make sure that you disclose the issues with the basement, whatever they happen to be. Just understand that people often get scared when it comes to structural. So if you have an estimate, at least you've had it evaluated, you just don't have the money to fix it, just understand what comes along with that. But still, make sure that the problems and the issues that you've had are properly disclosed. And understand when you sell as is as well, that wherever you list that property, you're probably not going to get as much money as the list price on that, because when you sell as is with issues with the property, you often have to chase the buyers down unless there's some kind of fight over the house on the front end when it gets listed. So just understand that about selling as is. So what if your basement is finished and it's leaking in bad shape? What do you do? Well, I suggest to my sellers that it's better to have an unfinished basement that people can see than to have a finished basement with obvious leaks and problems all over it. So sometimes in the most extreme cases, we suggest going ahead and tearing everything out of that basement and just selling that house with an unfinished basement, because you'll probably get more money from the house that way than if you have a bunch of mold, if you have staining from leaks, if it smells horrible. Just go ahead if it's really, really bad and just rip everything out and let people see what they're dealing with as an unfinished basement. And sometimes you get to the bottom of things and the leaks really weren't that bad. You can have them repaired. You can sell that house with a nice, freshly repaired, unfinished basement, and it actually performs better. But under no circumstances hide your issues with your basement. Make sure that your basement, whatever problems you're having, are fully disclosed. Do not ever try to hide them. That can get you sued. So you want to avoid that. So under no circumstances should you ever hide what's wrong with anything in your house, especially your basement. If you have questions about this issue or any other, please feel free to call me at 513-236-1254. You can private message me, and if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to hit subscribe. Thanks, bye.